All right, so here's the beginning of my 6-order Bandpass box. I got the pieces cut, and ignore those cases of Coke. They were buy two, get two free. So I have all the pieces cut, but I don't have any of the tools that I need to cut it. So tomorrow I'm going to go down to Harbor Freight and buy what I need. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. All right, skipping ahead here a little bit. I'm pretty much done. I have my 3 ports. I couldn't find anything online that said it mattered really which direction they point. We'll see. This whole thing has a little bit of jank factor. I didn't have a router. All I had was like a drill and an impact and a jigsaw. But came out all right. I got those in. I have my terminals here so I can hit them up on the posts. I got my 2 front 5-inch ports. It's looking pretty good. The only issue that I don't really like is that the distance here is not the diameter of this port, which means that it might lower my tuning. But I'm already a little high, so I don't mind if that happens, but there might be some turbulence too because it's such a quick... They tell you not to do this. And the reason why, one of the reasons, is because it can lower your tuning. Because the air may not see this as the entrance to my port. It may see this as the entrance to my port. But I think it's going to be okay. I'm not too concerned about it. I can deal with a little turbulence. And if it lowers my tuning, I'm actually okay with that. I had to come a little high because of some compromises I had to make. So I'm okay with that. Everything's looking pretty good. I also have my plexiglass window that I made. It's 3/4 inch. I think it's made pretty well. Some slight errors, like this is too countersunk. It's sunk in a little bit, but who cares? It's fine. It looks all right. So I got that too. All right, whole thing is in there. My plexiglass window, the 2 subs are in there, hooked up. It's all like said and done. This thing is so heavy. I had to rent a hand truck from Home Depot in order to be able to get it down the stairs and then up the stairs to my Jeep. But yeah, man, it's looking pretty good. Tomorrow I just load it up and I put it in my Jeep. Real quick, I wanted to kind of explain what I'm trying to achieve with this box. So what you're looking at here is what I have in my Jeep now, which is 2 Sundown SA12s in a 4 cubic foot box, 2 cubes per at 36 hertz. And it plays really well around 40 hertz, which is a good range. But down here in the deep lows, the 30 hertz range, it just falls off, and I'm not capturing any of this. And this is the range where like bass is really, really low and really good. And I'm just not getting any of it. And you could tell on certain songs when it plays, like you just don't hear it. And so this is what I wanted to achieve with my Bandpass. Now, I settled on this. You typically want this to be kind of more flat, but after playing with the port tuning and the cubic feet and the length of my vents, I just kind of settled on this. It was good. It's fine. But as you can see, I'm going to get some crazy good bass extension down here. And this is like 6 decibels. 3 decibels is what's considered noticeable. Like adding a second sub at the same wattage RMS will get you 3 decibels. This is like 6. So I'm going to get this bass extension that I wanted. And as a bonus, I get up here, I get like a nice little bump. By the time it hits 70 hertz, it's kind of falling off. But 70 hertz is more like a low hum than it is like actual bass. And my mid-range drivers can kind of pick that up with crossovers and whatnot. So I'm not too concerned about this area. But so I'm happy with it. I'm really happy with it. This is not what I would call a small box. I've got 6 cubic feet in the back, in the rear chamber, and 3 cubic feet in the front chamber. This is a 9 cubic feet box. This is not a small box by my standards. And so if I upped this cubic feet, it would bump this up a little bit, but I'm okay. It's a big box. So this is what I'm working with right now. I have my 2 Sundown SA12s. I have 2 8-inch Rockford Fosgate mid-range drivers, 2 4-inch bullet tweeters by Pioneer. This guy right here was about $800. It's a T800. It's 150 watts RMS into 4 channels. It's a nice amp. It's been with me for like 8 years. Wolfram Audio, 2400 watt RMS amp for the subs. Capacitor, because why not? It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but it's fine. It's going to change when I put the new amp in, or the new subs in. So this is before, and that's after. Whole thing is in there. Had to move everything up a little bit, but it all fit in there pretty well. Takes up most of my trunk. I was gonna move my box and have it facing forward, but what if I want to put my surfboard in here or something else? I don't want this thing just blocking all access. So it's gonna play up. That's just the way it's gonna have to be. But this box has already met my expectations. I've already played it. It's everything that I expected it to be. It's great. I'm perfectly happy. So nothing went wrong. My tuning was good. Everything is good. The bass extension is really good. This song right here will demonstrate it pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with it. Not pictured that I didn't include with my equipment is my high output alternator. It's a Mechman 320 amp. You can see it right there. Big 3. This is mine right here. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Can't complain. It was a successful project. I spent all that money and all time, and it actually met my expectations completely. So I'm pretty happy, pretty stoked.